Hello everyone, welcome. This is a brand new channel. I'm Super Bissell 64 and I thought for my very first video I'd show off my vacuum collection so you can see what I'm working with and you can get excited for upcoming videos. So let's just get started. Okay, I'm just going to go through the list. This is my small but mighty vacuum collection. I'm just going to go briefly. I'm not going to give any history. Maybe in future videos I can give history as to where these came from. But for now, I'm just going to go through the list and name them off. The last three machines are my best, in my opinion. Number one, Simplicity 6570. This is not mine. This will never be mine. This is 100% my mom's. I just found it in the closet randomly. It just sits abandoned, waiting for my mom to use it. I never touch this thing. I don't like it. Next up is this Oreck XL. I have no idea what model number this is. That's how I found it. I think I spent like $5 on this. Runs good. Dirt Devil Featherlight. If and when I acquire a new vacuum, this is gone. Goodbye. This thing is loud and it has a broken door gasket. So it leaks a crap ton of air and the suction is crap, okay? The amount of air that it leaks, it's quite worthless. And the motor's already kind of going out on it. So the next vacuum I get, that's gone. My favorite Hoover Runabout. This is probably the deluxe version because it has a headlight and onboard attachments. Royal Privilege. You really don't see this too often. It's in perfect condition except for this. The handle, well, it was missing the day I found it. So I put some rubber tape on there and it works. It's not beautiful, but it works. Kirby Dual Santronic. The cord is missing in a sense that it is somewhere in this basement, okay? I needed an extension cord urgently. There was a bit of water coming in through a window and I needed to run my shop vac and I couldn't find a cord. So I just yanked the cord off of this and used it as an extension cord. I will find it and reinstall it, and then I will make a video on this working Kirby Dual Santronic. This is my very sad Phantom Fury. That is not the original brush. That's just to make it look complete. This was my neighbor's. Her basement flooded. The motor seized because of the water, and she just gave it to me to experiment with. You press the power button, and it just makes a buzzing noise, and it starts smoking. So I polished it, and it just sits on my display shelf looking pretty. Here's the vacuum that I use upstairs. Bissell Power Force Helix. I think I got this for $40. There's nothing special about that at all. I also use this upstairs because it's not that special. Shark Rotator Professional. I used to have two of these. The other one died yesterday. Like the cord shorted out or something. I had two of these, now I have one of these. Okay, that's just great. So the one I was trying to keep in nice condition is now going to work because I use it upstairs. It's what I need for upstairs. Oh well. These are my Bissell Easy Vacs. I have a 4 amp and a 5 amp version. And I will do separate videos on these both. This is my beater vac. This is for cleaning the basement. This is for cleaning the car. This is for cleaning the back porch. And it sucked up water a couple times. And miraculously, it still runs perfectly fine. So yeah. This, and this. These three do all the work. Everything else, I barely touch. Eureka the Boss Super Light. This is the version that you should probably get. This is probably the most common version of the Super Light here. I bet the Wide Track is collectible too, but if you want a Eureka the Boss Super Light, I think this is the one you should get. Dirt Devil Breeze. This thing never gets used because, like all the Dirt Devil Breezes, boom, the belt gets torched instantly, which sucks. I've gone through like 5 belts on this. So yeah, I use it maybe once a year for deep cleaning, but other than that, that's it. Now for the remaining 3. These are my 3 best vacuums, upright vacuums, I should say. There's a couple non-uprights that we'll get to after this. These are my 3 best uprights. This is my mint condition Phantom Thunder. I use this way more than I should, but it's in immaculate condition. It runs great, it sounds great, and it was only 20 bucks. There's not a scratch on here. Just a little tiny bit of fading from it being, 30-something years old? But it's almost perfect condition. You're probably seeing this in the corner of your eye. Boom! Bissell Pro Light. Have you ever seen one of these? Be honest. Have you ever seen one of these? Beautiful right there. And then my favorite vacuum of all time, my Bissell 6579-2. It's either a 2 or 3. Let's take a look. This is either a 2 or a 3. 6579-2. Now let's move on to my non-uprights. There's not many of them, but there's a couple of them, so we will cover them now. Ignore the Sam's Cola bottle. And, well, the remaining 4. I thought I had a couple more than this, but I guess not. Sometimes I forget what I got. Okay. Here's all 4 of my non-uprights, not including the shot vac. I don't count that as that is just for sucking out large quantities of dirt, and that is it. There's not much to talk about with this. Hoover Portable. The hose is upstairs in a climate-controlled room, so it doesn't crack. I can't get it open. You can see that's where the hose would have gone. It's missing the crevice tool, but everything else is here and in pretty good shape. Pneumatic Henry. This is an actual UK version, and I have a proper 240 volt adapter for it, but there is something wrong with the motor. It runs good, but not right. It doesn't pull the full amount of wattage that it should have, so it runs weak. Like, it doesn't sound like it should. I use it occasionally, but this is mainly for display only. I'm proud of this right here. Auric XL Buster B. Super Buster B. Everything is here. Paperwork, bags, you name it. Everything's here. It runs okay. Not well, but okay. I mainly bought it just for the box, but the unit was there, so a working unit is there. The motor is quite rough, but on occasion I found a couple of uses for it. And lastly, my grandma's old V6 Motorhead. I've never ever cleaned this thing. It just sits unused because this is like 300 bucks. So I might as well take it. I don't like stick vacs. I never have, but I wasn't going to let this go to waste. Someday I'll plug it in and see what it does. And that's it. That is everything I got. And to be honest, I don't want to add to this. Maybe occasionally I'll get 1 or 2 more things. But off the top of my head, there's nothing else I can think of that I want. I've acquired what I want. Maybe a Bissell liftoff or something, but as of now, I'm happy with this. But I always keep my eye out just in case I see something I can't live without. But this is it. It's not a huge collection, but I think, in my opinion, it's a good collection. I'm going to start filming these, talking about them, making videos on them. And I'll see you in the next episode of Super Bissell 64.